those motherfucking clowns, Pierrot, they seem to be making their move right now in Re, and I'm like saying, yo, we've got some shit going down now in Re. Like, from this setup, I thought this was going to be, from the start of this chapter, a joke one, but nah, the stuff that she had decided to give us at the end, I was like, shit, right now we're getting some stuff. So, first off, let's talk about them cross-dressing as girls. I'm like, what the fuck? Shirazu looks so bad. It's like, he looks so bad, it's like that. Like, and like, they're making fun of them saying like, oh, you gotta act like cool girly. Like, they're saying, oh yeah, look, why is like Sasaki so good at this? Oh, because I got my books and all that. It's like, oh, Sasan or something like that. It's like, oh, you call me that from now on to make myself more girly and all that. It was just so weird of like them being like judged and all that. And it was like, even though for Mutsuki, it was like, she hated being dressed up as a woman and all that, and people judging her. This is the reason why she's like, you always dress up as a guy and stuff like that, and saying like, this, I don't want this sort of stuff, and it's a lot more physical to her as well, of like the reasons, and it's like a lot of backstory and kind of like a little bit more development with her, and also as well with Saiko. I gotta say, she's probably one of my favorite of the investigators right now. Like, I really like Shirazu. Shirazu's one of my favorite out of the guys and all that, but I think Saiko takes it for the girl type, because she like, her backstory is very interesting. Like, she's just being dragged around with her brother, like, throughout the entirety of, like, her life and all that. Her mother was like, oh, I'm gonna make some money and stuff like that. And it's like, she found, like, being like, oh, she can be a ghoul investigator, and made that Saizai use her pretty much as like a cash way out and all that, since she, like, tried to make money and was like, oh, this is low intuition if I just send them to the CCG and all that and pretend to have normal lives. Like, she never really had a say in anything in her life and all that, and she never had any, you know, will to do any of this sort of stuff. And I kind of understand why she just wants to, like, you know, sit back, chill, and just play video games all day. And seeing that kind of aspect from her, saying like she never had a choice, but then finding out that she was like, out of everyone who took like the exams for the CCG and all that, she was like in the top 6. Like, she was one of those elites and all that. Like, if she puts her mind to it, she can do something like that. But it's like, oh, you know, you'll just do this just because we get money if we do that. And it's like, and a little bit of development with Shirazu as well in this chapter, seeing that, you know, he's like, he felt really bad and all that. He couldn't understand why she acts like that, because like he was like classmates with her in school, and it was like, I understand that, you know, like with parents stuff and all that. It's like, I don't really know from like the parents, because, you know, I don't really know a lot about my mom and all that. My dad, you know about, which is make me wonder is like, who is Shirazu's father or something like that? It's like, that's one thing that could be maybe related to something like Aogiri or something like that. Like, who knows? Like, that'd be very interesting to find out if it was like, oh yeah, my dad's a part of Aogiri, or it's like a lot more darker than that, or a lot deeper into that, like, than we actually know. Like, I really am curious to see like what's going to happen with that. And also as well, like, from this chapter, it's like the ending is like when we saw fucking Nico. I was like, oh, yo, fucking Nico appearing there. And if people don't remember, that motherfucking, the clowns, the Pierrots and all that, he's there with that fucking piece of shit little girl. It's like, he's there really excited. It's like, oh, we wish just Heise would just die and stuff like that. And it's like, what are their goals and all that? Like, what are they planning on doing? Because it's like, they are still just like a huge mystery at this point in the series and all that. Like, a lot about Pierrot, and it makes me wonder, like, you know, what's going on? Where are the other members? You know, where's Uta and stuff like that? And it was like, because they were saying, you know, oh, that's a familiar face and all that we saw. And I'm pretty sure that the other person that was there was the one that was actually working in Anteiku as well, I believe, if I pretty much remember Roma. Like, so it makes me wonder, you know, what have they been doing for these past couple of years and all that? Like, what they've been doing. It's like, and it's just like, oh, wouldn't it be great if Heise died? Because I think they actually genuinely want like Kaneki to come back just because of that suffering and all that. And it was like, the ending of the chat saying, oh, we found out some stuff interesting because Mitsuki managed to like get a hold of Nutcracker, and kind of at the end saying, oh, we got some information, all that. So you see at the end of the chapter like Juzo and Heisei there, like with one of the special class investigator there. So it was a pretty cool chapter, mainly just character development I felt for this chapter. Like, the case has been slowly developing and all that. I really enjoyed this one, especially we got interested in like Nico's Imperial fucking members back and all that. We've been wanting that for a while, so, you know, Ishida's really tempting us right now, and I'm like, don't do that to me. You know how much I really want to see this. So overall, I'm going to give this chapter a really good one. It was an 8 out of 10. So let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this one. But that's all for me. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.